We are back on the road with it. Heading home right now, I do believe so. Hope everyone's having a good one. I am leaving my grandparents. Turns out my dog just had a stroke, so heading home to see how she's doing. And just had a meeting with the school. Turns out I'm not starting until about November, but hey, that's fine. Gives me time to work on my business. And yeah, boys, I am 10 days officially clean of pornography, bro. Like, and it's crazy to say that because I honestly don't know if I'll ever post this video. Because, you know what I mean? It is kind of a sensitive subject, but I think it's important to let y'all know, like, bro, this is like the longest I've ever been without pornography. And it's so amazing to be able to be clean from such a wicked habit. You know what I'm saying? And what I can thank for that is being outside more, doing things I'm scared of, being out and doing more things that I just don't want to do, like just doing stuff that you don't want to do, but doing it regardless. And definitely Jesus Christ. Fear in the Lord, bro. Fear in the Lord has made me just not want to do that sin. Because, like, I believe in Jesus, you know what I mean? But that is a very, very easily repeatable sin that I have repeated for a very long portion of my life. Like, I've had this porn addiction since I was about 5 or 6 years old, and I have just now finally kicked it. Dude, 10 days is the longest I've ever been without porn, dude. Like, I am beyond proud of myself. I am so beyond proud of myself. Like, and it's so good to finally desexualize my mind and to become a better person in that regard, dude. It feels amazing. It really does. Oh, dude, it feels awesome. Like, holy cow, boys. I can't believe I'm 10 days away, like 10 days out from that. You know what I mean? So for the longest time, I think my problem has, so like I've watched so many of these videos, you know what I mean? So many of these videos that are like, oh, how to quit a porn addiction. But my biggest problem when watching these videos was not exactly understanding the points that were given in the videos, you know what I mean? And just returning back to my wicked habits, you know what I mean? Just being a fucking heathen at the end of the day. But something that they say the most, and something that destroyed every man in the Bible, every strong man in the Bible, was lust, right? And they always say to flee from lust. You know what I'm saying? You must flee from lust. And in that regard, I thought they were genuinely meaning to run away from it, right? But it's not the action itself that you're running away from. It's the mindset to keep it going that you must run away from. You must run away from the lustful thoughts. There's a quote in Proverbs, I don't really remember it, but it was on the lines of, a lustful mind is foolishness, or something along those lines. I could try to pull it up and put a picture on the screen, because that's the one that like really made me realize that it's not the action of lust that you are necessarily fleeing from. It's the thoughts, it's the mindset, it's the way that you think about women and the way that you think about lust. That what has been able to just cure my porn addiction. But it's also been all of these years of just growing sick and tired of watching it, you know what I mean? And being so overly sexualized to where I see a girl more as an object than I do a living human being, which is just fucking sad, you know what I mean? Dude, that was cool, the fucking colors on that truck. But dude, like, it is insane, bro. I am finally free from this addiction. And something else that you'll learn just in life being, you know, a believer, or just, you know, reading the Bible more, is that the devil is the biggest taunter. He will use your vows against you. You know what I mean? So if you say, you know, something on the lines of like, I'll never drink again, the devil will test you. And it might not be that day, but it'll be that week or that month or that year. He will test you to see if you're a man of your vows, to see if what you just said is really true, right? And it's crazy, dude. It is absolutely crazy, because I always heard that. And after hearing that, it's like my thoughts became more valuable to me, because what I thought is almost what ended up happening, right? You know what I mean? Like, if I say something on the lines of I just beat a porn addiction, then at that same thing, that I know the devil will tempt me, right? But my mind wasn't strong enough to take that challenge and actually pass it. You know what I mean? Like, my mind wasn't strong enough to beat that test. And now that I understand that it's the mindset and it's the actual thoughts that you must flee from, I feel a lot more confident finally saying that I beat a porn addiction with the power of Jesus Christ. Because I know without Jesus, I'd still be fucking at home jerking off, not doing a goddamn thing with my life. But I'm finally, getting out of my shell, traveling places, learning to make money, going to school to make more money. You know what I mean? I'm finally doing the steps to start my life that will then lead me to becoming a stronger man through Christ. And again, I don't consider myself a Christian, at least not yet. I won't consider myself a Christian until I'm baptized. And I do plan on doing that eventually, right? But I don't know, boys. That's kind of where my mind's at right now. I'm very proud of myself. 10 days is the longest I've ever been without it. And I guess those are a couple of tips that really helped me get out of that mindset of it, right? On another note, my dog just had a stroke today, bro, which is insane. And my dog is a great pair, and he's about 6 years old or so. And, wouldn't have expected that, because I've been chilling at my grandparents' house. They got a golden doodle, a golden retriever. Dude, life has been good. I just ate swordfish last night, bro. Like, fuck. Life is really good, bro. I'm getting paid to detail cars, like, fuck. And then I find out, that my dog just had a stroke, so I'm going home, spending time with the dog, giving her a bath, and buying a rear bumper, dude. But yeah, no, it just kills me to know that while I was gone, something so terrible happened to my dog, and I just pray that she's okay, really. But yeah, boy, it's kind of wild. So yeah, the goal was to get into the automotive in September, but my communication with the school was just so god-awful. So finally, that I just had an appointment today, they basically let me know that all of the spots were full and that I'm going to have to wait until September anyways, but as long as I keep my communication within the next couple of weeks, I'll be able to get into the school no problem. So right now, what I'm working on is my communication skills, making more money, becoming better, and just, I don't know, dude, just trying to be better. You know what I mean? Like, just trying to start my life, be better, stay away from porn, stay away from alcohol, stay away from weed. I did drink wine for the first time last night too, though. I watched a James Bond movie, drank wine, and ate swordfish. What the fuck? Dude, who the fuck am I, bro? Just 2 years ago, bro, I was jerking off every fucking night, smoking all of my money away in weed, and just playing video games until my brain fucking would explode, and then I would just go to sleep. And that was my life, bro. Just an absolute fucking, I don't know, dude. Like, I was just such, I don't know, dude. Like, I was just so scared to start my life that I would have to put every pleasure and everything to possibly distract me from the life in front of me. And I would do that every day for years on end. And now I'm finally at the point where, like, just this past week alone, I've been to, I think, 5 different skate parks, 2 in which I've never been before. I went to church this Sunday. I went to my grandparents' house, which is like, an hour away. I went to my uncle's house, which is like 4 hours away. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've been doing stuff in which I've never done before. And I'm very proud of myself because it has taken a long time for me to get out of my shell of comfort and to be comfortable being uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if any of this is making sense. I'm kind of just venting of what's been going on in my life recently, but I've noticed it's the videos that I'm actually being real with y'all are the videos that end up doing better. And again, I don't make these videos for views, but like, I've just noticed they do better. I get more engagement and I get more people, telling their stories and commenting and leaving good advice for me to follow. Like, I just got a comment on my most recent one talking about reading John, bro, and that will be the next book that I read. The first book in the Bible that I've actually read was Matthew, and I really, really, really enjoyed Matthew, and that's in the New Testament. And just recently I read Proverbs, and I really, really, really enjoyed Proverbs, and that's an Old Testament, right? So then after I reread Matthew and actually get the wisdom that I need to get from that I didn't fully comprehend the first read through, I will 100% read John. For the one that commented on that video, thank you so much for that input. I will 100% be reading John. Because I've wanted to read that one, and I know how short it is. It is a very short book compared to other books. So I'll look into it. Thanks for the advice, man. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for the support, dude. But yeah, dude, life has been really good recently. I guess I'm coming back from the grandparents' crib, and yeah, dude, we are doing amazing, bro. I really am. I'm doing probably the best I ever have. And like, I don't know, dude, like even on like bad days, I'd consider them good days because I'm alive and I'm well and I'm not in a fucking jail cell, you know what I mean? Like, no, I rhymed right there, bro. The cat in the hat over here, dude. But you know what I'm saying, dude. It's been really good. It's been really, really, really good. Holy cow. And I have a lot of plans for the car, so the next thing that I'm for sure doing is once I get home, I'm buying the paint-matched paint of my car. I'm buying a buffing wheel, and I'm buying a bumper and everything to connect that properly this time. I have now lost 3 bumpers on this car, and I'm going to put enough effort into this next one to where I will never want to lose it. And if I do lose it, I will literally pull over and grab it. I don't even give a fuck. Because if I'm going through the effort of painting and drilling new holes to make sure it fits, and if I were to lose that one too, dude, I'm going to be so sad, bro. I've said this in the video in the past. I've said this in a video in the past. I will never, ever, ever, ever put a 4IS bumper on this car. What am I, fucking gay? You will never see a 4IS bumper on this car. I promise you that. After I do the rear bumper, I don't know, dude. I'm either going to do an exhaust, coils, or I'll just fix my front bumper situation that I have right now. But I definitely will be putting a rear bumper, paint matching it, tint, because I need tint, bro. My car's so fucking hot, dude. Like, I'm just so sick of not having tint and me saying that I'm going to do tint and then never doing it. And then definitely buffing my car, buffing and polishing and learning how to do all that. And it's good that my paint is as shit as it is right now, so I can learn on this. I can use this car as a, you know, like a fucking practice, you know, use my car as a practice thing, you know. Because I think what I'm going to do, or I don't know, I'll keep this in the wraps for now. I have an idea of how I'm going to start a business. And if that ends up working out, and which I know it will, then I'll start talking about it then. But, dude, things are looking up, bro. I'm finally not scared to start my life anymore. I'm still nervous, but I'm not scared, bro. I'm scared. I fear the Lord. I don't fear life itself anymore. Because I know whatever ends up happening happens for a reason, and Jesus has a plan for me, bro. And that plan is going to work out in my favor. I 100% know that, dude. And the next thing I've been learning in life, like big time learning, is to just how to stay positive, you know, and forgiving myself, you know. Like, I feel like all, you know, confidence and competence really is thinking positive and believing in yourself and forgiving yourself, right? So if there's any wrongdoings that you've done in your life that is constantly being a burden to you and staying on your mind, leading you not to be as confident in certain social situations, it's so important to then forgive yourself. And just saying it helps, bro. Say, I forgive me, you know? And then believing in yourself. You must believe in yourself to be anything in this world, bro. You have to know that you're the man. Even if you have imposter syndrome in that thing, you have to know that you're the man, and you know deep in your heart that you're the man. You know what I mean? Like, so fucking important, boys. So important. And then what else did I say, bro? There's another one I just said. Another point I just made. Hold on. Believing in yourself, forgiving yourself, and... Dude, I might just watch the video back and see what I just said. All right, boys. I just watched the video back a bit, and it was staying positive, bro. It is so important to stay positive, dude. A positive mind will take you to the finish line. I just made that up, and I like that a lot. But really, though, like, and I say this, and I've said this in the last couple videos, but like, the more you think negative about your life, the more you think like, oh, this will never work out, this will never this will never that, your subconscious does not know when you are lying to itself, bro. It has no fucking idea, bro. But if you're constantly like, oh, I can do this, I'm strong, I'm powerful, this will happen in my favor, this is going to happen. Just believing in yourself and staying positive in the fact that whatever happens is happening for the better of your life, not the worst. You know what I mean? And constantly looking out for the best things in your life. Like constantly just like searching for the best moment rather than searching for the worst moment. You know what I mean? And it sounds common sense, it really does, but like, Shit, I was stuck in that mindset for so fucking long, bro. So fucking long. Where I was constantly just thinking of the worst thing that happened in my day and then almost mourning on that for the rest of the day. You know what I mean? And then that day would just be a bad day. Like, if something happens to you that makes your day terrible, dude, you kind of just have to, like, yeah, acknowledge that that was bad. But if you have a problem with constantly having bad days, you really got to focus on the bright side of whatever's going on in your life. And not just that, like, if you wake up with a bad attitude, something that I learned recently that has been helping so much, bro, is thinking of the best thing that happened the day prior. Because every day something good happens, you know what I mean? Whether it was small, whether it was big, something good happens every single day, whether you know it or not. And it's almost your goal in the morning to find what that was yesterday and to just use the energy of that to keep your day pushing in a positive direction. Like, shit, dude, yesterday I detailed my grandpa's car and did a hell of a job. I did a really amazing job at that. So that's something that I could think about and be like, holy cow, that was an amazing thing that happened yesterday and I got paid for it. I got paid yesterday. Holy cow. I'm so happy. You know what I mean? Or I watched 007 ate fucking swordfish and drank wine. See, that's actually what I thought about this morning. But I was just using the first thing as an example. Like, if you got paid yesterday, bro, you should just be happy that you got fucking paid. You know what I mean? Or if you watched 007 ate fucking swordfish and drank wine, fuck, dude, think about that. I still can't believe I did that, bro. Like, that is so not like me, bro. I'm not that bougie, I promise y'all. I'm a normal fucking dude, bro, that just happened to watch 007 eat swordfish and drink wine yesterday. You know what I mean? I'm a normal dude, bro. I promise you, I am a normal dude. That was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to do that, and I had to do it, bro. But y'all know what I'm saying, bro. You know what the fuck I'm trying to say, dude. Fuck. What a great day yesterday was, and today is a great day as well. Like, for example, the best thing that has happened to me today is that I found out that no matter what, I will be going to school in November, and I'm proud of that. I'm very proud of that. And I woke up to the really nice comment of the dude talking about how I need to read John. That was awesome. You know what I mean? Highlights of my day that I will then use that energy of to keep my day being a good day. Worst thing that happened? Well, definitely my dog having a stroke. But again, I'm not going to sit there and just think of that. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to move on and keep the energy of the positiveness that happened earlier alive. You know what I mean? Because the second you start like really mourning and start like really getting down on yourself for something bad that happened, that's the exact second that your day goes to shit, bro. All of the momentum from the positiveness will just drain right then and there, bro. You really got to keep a solid head on your shoulders. You know what I'm saying? It is so important to do that, boys. So fucking important to just keep a solid head on your shoulders, bro. Let's roll the windows down, boys. Because I'm gonna pass this truck here in a bit. But really though, you know what I mean? You just gotta stay positive, boys. And I know it's hard, easier said than done, you know? But the more you do it, the easier it'll become to just stay that way. You know what I'm saying? The more you do it, the easier it'll become to just be positive all the fucking time, bro. And I've definitely learned that the hard way, because I used to be really gloomy and super depressed and fucking hated my life. And even if I have a terrible day, I still love my life. I'm still happy to be alive, you know what I mean? Again, this video is kind of just like a rant, you know what I mean? I'm on my way home, and I'm just talking, boys. Maybe I don't pass this truck. I don't know. Hey, we'll figure it out, boys. Not a big deal. But yeah, boys, I'm just keeping it real with y'all, dude. I'm keeping it a buck, bro. Keeping it 100, you know what I'm saying? And that's the most important thing to do, is to just keep it 100. It's all you can really do in this world, bro. You know, I think I'm going to end the video here, man. I hope y'all have a good one, man. I hope y'all get something out of this. And, yeah, man, God bless y'all. Peace.